Hey guys, James with Torches and Tactical, and today we're looking at the Olight Warrior Nano. Now, if this looks familiar, it is because it is a shrunk down or miniaturized version of the Warrior Mini 3. I mean, you can tell right now that they obviously look eerily similar, but we'll go ahead and run through some of these specifications and dimensionally how it compares to that Warrior Mini 3 here in just a second. So to start, this does come in at 1200 lumens with a 135 meter throw. Now, if you care about the candela numbers, that comes in at 4,697 candela, and that's in turbo. You can also kick down to half turbo with that rear tactical switch, and that'll give you 600 lumens. Or you also have high, which is 400 lumens, medium, which is 60 lumens, low, which is 15 lumens, and runs for 36 hours. Or if you really need more runtime, you can kick it down into a half lumen moonlight mode. That'll give you 40 days of runtime from, I mean, I could literally hide this in my hand and you would be none the wiser. So incredibly small. And speaking of incredibly small, this does come in at 81 by 23 millimeters, and with the battery installed, comes in at 85 grams. Now, if we're going to compare it to the Olight Warrior Mini 3, now let's go ahead and do that. So with that Warrior Mini 3, this does come in at 111 millimeters, and that is because it has a full 18650 battery as opposed to the 18350 installed in the Warrior Nano. Now, as far as weight goes, the Warrior Nano comes in at 85 grams again, and the Warrior Mini 3 comes in at 122 grams. So quite a bit heavier, but again, much larger battery. So let's go ahead and run through everything that comes in the package so you guys can find out exactly what you're getting yourself into if you decide to pick up the Olight Warrior Nano. Now, to start, this is the package that the Olight Warrior Nano came in. So it has all the specifications on the back right here, gives you a little description of it, also how to contact Olight if you ever need to for warranty or what have you. It does come with that 5-year warranty, so really, really nice to see that. Uh, Inside, you do have a user manual, which again, will walk you through exactly how to use every feature and facet of this light. You also have your safety warnings. Basically, don't throw it in a fire, don't shine it directly in your friend's eyes. Now, one really, really nice thing about this is it did include an L bracket. This is just a small bracket because while it does have that rear tactical tail switch, it is still magnetic. So you can mount this with this double stick tape, and then you have a very. I'm shaking this pretty vigorously. If it doesn't move the camera, I'm actually going to be surprised. But this thing is held on there extremely, extremely well. So you can have this mounted anywhere, and it did come with a replacement 3M as well. So if you decide to swap places or change exactly where this is mounted, you can go ahead and do that with ease. But let's get that out of the way. Now, it did also come with a cable here, but I have that plugged in, so I will show you that here in just a second. But in addition to that, it did come with one other thing inside the package. And if you decide to order it during this October sale, which goes on from 10/24 at 8 p.m. to 10/26 at midnight, and use coupon code TSTA10. If you're a new member of the Olight family, you will get a orange skull i3E EOS. Now, this is a very, very cool little keychain light. And if you're new to the i3E EOS, you're not going to notice this difference. But one thing I did notice is I actually compared this to one that I modified a little while ago. And if you look at the barrel here, the battery tube, if you will, it comes in more. I mean, frankly, I think it looks kind of like a salt shaker, but the design is really, really cool. So you can get this for free if you are new to the Olight family and order between 10/24 at 8 p.m. and 10/26 at midnight using coupon code TSTA10. So let's go ahead and get this out of the way. And we all know that Olight likes to treat its customers well. They actually included a couple patches in here. So this one here, this is a Warrior 3 orange patch, and this is a Warrior X3. And so a couple Velcro back patches, if that's your thing. They included these, and they include stuff inside packages very, very frequently. So great on Olight for doing stuff like that, taking care of the customers. Now, with this out of the way, we can focus on that Warrior Nano. So now the Warrior Nano does have that same very familiar Warrior series blue bezel. And if you focus behind that, there is that. It is a slightly different TIR optic because this one doesn't have that same proximity sensor as the Warrior Mini 3. But we'll step down from there. It does have a very familiar button, and that is because it does carry over from the Warrior Mini 3 as well. inside that Warrior Nano button, there is a battery indicator as well as a charge indicator, so you'll always know what your battery is at. And then we'll move over 180 degrees from that is this very nice pocket clip. It is a little bit shorter than the Warrior Mini 3, again, because the overall length is 30 millimeters shorter. So finally, one nice thing about this is the fact that the battery tube does unscrew and you have access to that 18350 cell. So this 18350 comes in at 1100 milliamp hours, and this works quite well and is compatible with the same Olight magnetic charging that they have. And some people love it, some people hate it. However, I think it is incredibly convenient. So, despite some potential necessary drawbacks, the convenience factor is definitely there. So, we'll step down again. You see the Olight logo right here. On the other side, you'll see that signage letting you know that you have the Warrior Nano, and this is the Warrior Nano, not the Warrior Mini 3, if you decide to change battery tubes or what have you. So, then on the battery tube, it is that same 6061 aluminum, and you have this really, really nice yet aggressive knurling here that's going to make sure that you have tons of grip. So it'll step up and then back down to the creme de la creme of tactical switches, in my opinion. This feels really, really nice. There are these slight raises on the side. So you want to make sure that you fall in between there if you're just trying to use the very, very tip of your thumb to activate it. But you can do a half press, and this is that 600 lumen half turbo, or a full press. Then you have that 1200 lumens coming in, and again, that shines out for 135 meters. Or while it's on, you can go ahead and switch between all of your different modes. So here, I'm just going to go ahead and start low. So right now, we're in a half lumen moonlight mode. This will give you 40 days of runtime. We can press and hold. This is 15 lumens, will run for 36 hours. We can press and hold again. This is 60 lumens or medium. Press again. This is high, so 400 lumens. And then these will cycle through with just the just that main switch here. However, if you do a half press with that rear tactical tail switch, you have your 600 lumens, or a full press and you have your 1200 lumens. So that's it. That's how you operate this light. It's very, very user friendly, very efficient design and way to access all of those modes. Another thing you can do is a triple press here, and that will also go to a tactical strobe, or you have that same double press, and that will activate 1200 lumens or turbo from this main switch. So one other thing that we can do with this is we can throw it on the included MCC charger. So this is the MCC1A. Now you see that this here turns red, so that's going to let you know that it is charging, and the small LED in the base of this will turn green when it is complete. So really, really nice, and I appreciate the fact that this is just such a simple way to get your light charging. You can have this stationary here, and then if you come home from work and you drain the battery throughout the day, boom, there you go. That's all that's needed. I really, 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 I cannot stress enough that I love the convenience of this. I don't necessarily like the fact that you have to use their proprietary cells, but I love the convenience of their magnetic charging. So one other thing that they did include inside the package, not inside the Warrior Nano box, but one thing that they did include inside the package was this small clip, and this is a Warrior Mini 3 clip. However, it does actually work for the Warrior Nano as well. So if you pop this off and you decide that you're the type of person who wants to carry your light bezel down, you can slide this on, and I like to do 180 degrees off of the switch with this little plastic nub here. And then from here, you can go ahead, slide on your clip, and this reverses the direction of the pocket clip. So if you like to carry switch up or bezel down, you can do that with this clip that Olight offers. So they sent this to me for my Warrior Mini 3, but I decided I'd give you guys a small preview of it inside this Warrior Nano video. So you can go ahead, and if you're worried about it not being secure, it is very, very secure. I promise you that. So I'm going to go ahead and get this off camera for a second so I can take this back off.
One eternity later.
Yeah, don't judge me. That was only a second. Yeah, I'm not really going to tell you how long it took me. So if you were worried about it being secure, I promise you, you do not have to worry about that with this small clip. It takes up a little bit of space, but it helps that pocket clip stay on there very, very small. very tight, and very secure. So now what I want to do is I want to take this outside so you guys can see not only how that low mode of 15 lumens works. I already know that you guys aren't going to see a half lumen outside, but you can see how that 15 lumen low mode works, 60 lumen medium, 400 lumen high, 600 lumen half turbo, and 1200 lumen turbo mode from the Warrior Nano compares to the 1750 lumens that the Warrior Mini 3 is capable of. So if you're trying to decide between the two, I'll go ahead and show you guys exactly what those are like right now, and then we'll come back, touch on a couple key notes about what I think of not only the comparison, but the light itself, and then we'll let you get on your way. So let's get out there and do this. All right, guys, we are outside with the Olight Warrior Nano versus the Olight Warrior Mini 3. So I'm just going to go ahead and start right into it. I'm going to hit that rear tactical switch, which will give us half turbo as well as full turbo. So here is half turbo from the Warrior Nano. And I'll do a full press now. This is all 1200 lumens from the Olight Warrior Nano. Pretty decent for 1200 lumens, I gotta say. And for comparison, we have the Olight Warrior Mini. So I'll do a half turbo first. Definitely a more noticeable hotspot. And I'll do full turbo. This is 1750 lumens from the Olight Warrior Mini 3. And from those side switches, I'll go ahead and start low and then ramp up just so we can see that. You guys aren't going to see anything with this ultra low mode. So here's low, medium, and high. Now this is high on the Olight Warrior Nano. Now I will do the same with the Olight Warrior Mini 3. So here's ultra low. Again, you guys aren't going to see this on camera at all. Here's low, medium, and high. And one more time, let's just go ahead and jump straight to turbo with the Olight Warrior Nano. This is all 1200 lumens from the Olight Warrior Nano. And one more time, this is all 1750 lumens from the Olight Warrior Mini 3. So pretty easy to make out that electrical pole on the back over there. All right, now that we have seen how these two lights compare, let's go ahead and get inside, and I'll let you know what I thought of these beam patterns. I'll let you know what I thought of the light output, so on and so forth, and then we'll get out of here. All right, we're back, and we went outside. We saw the comparison of the Warrior Nano versus the Warrior Mini 3. Now, these do have different LEDs, and I don't know why, but Olight has always been very, very discreet about what LEDs they offer. So, I mean, frankly, it's not quite a direct comparison as far as lumen count goes, because this one, since it is a flat emitter, is more designed for throw. This one is a lot softer hotspot, and that is because this does still have the dome on its emitter. So I'm just going to give you my take on this real fast. If you want a little more throw, the Olight Warrior Mini 3 might be for you. However, I love the fact that this is such a discreet package. The package that this Warrior Nano gives you is frankly second to none. I love how this feels in hand. I love how easy it is to use. Basically, this is the beefy big brother of the Baton 3, with not only a larger size, but that included rear tactical switch too. Now, I have always been a fan of rear tactical switches. I think, frankly, all flashlights should come with a rear tactical switch. If you ever need to use it as a tactical light, you're going to love having that switch versus having to, throw a finger on here and then double press with a pinky or something like that. It's going to be a lot more convenient just to be able to control everything. And the user interface lets you control everything, which I really, really appreciate. So, guys, the Warrior Nano is definitely a win in my book. I'm quite happy with the fact that I had the opportunity to test this out. And if my experience with this can help guide you in any way. Ask me any questions you have about it, and I'll gladly answer. But if you click on that link down in the description, you can go ahead and save 10% now by using the coupon code TSTA10. And again, that October sale runs from 10/24 at 8 p.m. all the way till 10/26 at midnight Eastern Daylight Savings Time. So go ahead and use that coupon code down below. You can save 10% on every non-sale item, excluding the X9R. And when you do, it is an affiliate link, so that will go ahead and help this channel. So let me know what you guys think about this, about the comparison between the Warrior Mini 3 and the Warrior Nano. And finally, if I could get you to, I'd love it if you could like this video, share it with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. When you subscribe, go ahead and click on that bell notification, because that's going to let you guys know when we have a new video coming out and when we have a giveaway. So thank you guys so much, and we'll see you in the next one.